and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a Chief Talent Tree Guide for new players. First is War Talents, and this is when you should use them. During events like Reservoir Raid, Capital Clash if you're a rally leader, Azertane Heist, SVS Warfare Stage after Capital Clash is over, and Influencer Trap. You should also use War Talents when registering marches for King of the Hill, Survivor Royale, and Alliance Showdown. The use of these talents when you're training a lot of troops to cut down on your use of speed ups, for example, during SOTF, the troop training day, they come in handy. For eco talents, rally joiners should be using all eco talents during Capital Clash and SVS, as they'll be able to heal their troops a lot faster, and you'll send a smaller march, so in turn more players can fit into the rally. Eco talents are helpful in reducing the time it takes to research and do construction. It also increases the healing speed of wounded troops, decreases the time it takes to gather from a resource tile, or increases the amount of resources you're able to collect from inside your settlement. And then there's special skills activated depending on which talent tree you choose. For war talents, there's Massive March, which increases maximum march capacity by 10% for 30 minutes. There's Urgent Recall, which commands all troops return to settlement in 3 seconds, excluding troops in rallies. And then there's Emergency Dressing, which converts 30% of killed troops while attacking to wounded until hospital is full, and it lasts 30 minutes. For eco talents, there's Instant Collect, which instantly collects 2 hours worth of resources production from all your resource buildings. There's Rapid Development, which reduces the time by 20% for new construction and research tasks started within 5 minutes. And there's Instant Healing, which instantly heals 10% of your wounded troops without consuming resources. The skills that you have unlocked is determined how many talent points you have. The higher your chief level, the more talent points you will have to use. So to find your talents, tap your profile picture, then talents. First is March Speed, it increases a little bit. For infantry, I try to usually do attack and defense, but these first ones really doesn't matter, it's very low. Then March Capacity. Then for hunters and riders, I always choose lethality and health. And then there's the next skill, the Urgent Recall, commands all your troops back in 3 seconds. Then for hunters, again, use lethality and health. The next one's Training Capacity, increases it by 25. And then when you can choose between all three, I always choose infantry, regardless if it's attack, defense, or lethality and health. Another march capacity increase. Same thing again, infantry. It's always important to try to get them as strong as possible, because since they're the front line, it protects your hunters who cause the most damage. Then you have Massive March, and then that has 12-hour cooldown. And then it's weird here, when you have chief level 60, you end up having 3 extra points at the end when you do war talent. So I always come back and add the 3 to lethality 1. Then the next is march capacity. Then same, do lethality and health for riders. Then another training capacity. Then lethality and health for hunters. Then the next skill, emergency dressing, and that has a 24-hour cooldown. Then infantry attack. See, the percentages get higher as you go down the tree. 160% increase in training speed, and then 24% lethality and health for the infantry. And here's my favorite perk to have in VIP 12, Talent Quick Change. This is the eco tree. First starts with the tool improvement, which increases the construction speed, and then logging tech actually increases the amount produced in your settlement. And any of the haulage ones decreases the amount of time it takes to gather at a tile. And then you have research improvement. It increases the research speed. Then battle dressing increases the speed of healing your troops. Instant collect actually collects 2 hours of your resources from your settlement. And then sorting tech, it increases the amount you produce inside your settlement of steel. And then tool improvement increases the building construction speed by 7.5%. What I remember too, I try to always choose the ones that increase the amount of resources received from inside the settlement, because I personally hate gathering. The only thing I love having is the instant gather from Migo. The next one is battle dressing. It increases the healing speed by 50%. And the next is research speed. It actually increases it 12.5%. And then the next skill is rapid development. It reduces the time by 20% for new construction or research tasks within 5 minutes. And it does have a 24-hour cooldown. Then we have Battle Dressing, increases the healing speed for your troops for 120%. Then we have Tool Improvement, which increases your construction speed by 20%. And then these are more, increasing the production of resources inside your settlement. And Gas Haulage decreases the amount of time it takes to gather from a gas tile. Sorting Tech increases the production of the steel in your settlement. And then this Tech Improvement palette increases the research speed by 30%. And then you have the skill Instant Healing. Instantly heals 10% of your troops without using any resources. And that skill has a 24-hour cooldown. And the next is Battle Dressing, increases the healing speed for your troops by 300%. And then Tool Improvement increases the construction speed by another 50%. And then more here for resources, the tech being inside the settlement and haulage being the reduced gathering time. And then Tech Improvement increases research speed by 20%. And then here, this increases the gas production in settlement. It increases it to 120%. So one of my favorite benefits to VIP 12 is the quick switch talents. That way it makes healing easier when you're fighting. You can switch between war and eco real fast. So do you all have a similar setup for your talents, or have you found a better way to do it? If you have, feel free to leave it in the comments. Thank you. Bye-bye.